Well, hi there, and welcome to the second video for July 23rd. Let's see. It was a very gloomy day today. What I'm doing now is I've kind of got my routine figured out, where I'm aiming and what I'm doing. The last video was kind of an overview of a few things we visited in the beginning of this video channel. This QR code goes to one of our destinations, right? This is going to turn into a sophisticated, excuse me, sophisticated thing we're doing with these QR codes. It may take a little while. Let's see. So, I've kind of gotten in the habit of bantering while I'm doing this. Banter, trust me, will get a little better while I'm doing these. We're calling them how-to videos because I basically realize that I'm drawing right in front of people here in a video format, which means that at your end, if you're watching the video, you can slow it down, rewind, and do a variety of things. So, okay. I did something yesterday that I'm going to kind of elaborate on, which was I did a planetoid, okay, and one of the planetoids, what planetoids are, and I'm going to do one of these videos that's called a tour of planetoids, right? That might be a good idea. Anyway, so these planetoids exist, right? Sort of. They exist in my mind. Anyway, we're going to have a tour of planetoids, okay? Explain what's happening. There's a bunch of billions. You can have billions. Why not have billions? Billions and billions of planets. Okay. You wouldn't see his eyebrow. I just messed up. Okay. I just messed up. So this guy is holding up mobile device in the land. Oh, I messed up in all kinds of ways. Okay, that could be what I'm doing. Anyway, oh, this one. For fun, I came up with this idea called potential NFTs. Okay. I just thought it was funny. Okay, there are potential NFTs all over the place. Why is David doing this? He's only taking a little bit of it. And believe it or not, this is going to add up to something. I've had all kinds of weird experiences in my life. I realized this is actually the right thing to do. Again, the attempting to be kind of funny. Undetectable NFTs. Those are out there. Undetectable NFTs. Undetectable NFTs. And what I did last time, indicating the planetoid, how the planetoid works. I had mentioned, but I don't want to do any video in this, so I can't go get the Sumi brush and Sumi ink. Sumi ink is absolutely wonderful for adding black to my banter isn't very good. Dave's banter isn't very good. Oh well. But I did feel like, since I had kind of pulled things together just before, I thought it would be fun to kind of do this report. Also, this is kind of a numbers game, meaning the more of these I do, if I'm bored sitting around, which I'm kind of doing right now, I don't have any inclination to go try to make this rainy, soggy evening really do it. I've got lots of things to do. Probably not. I'll make one of these and I'll probably get a script out of you. Because where I'm aiming this is the channel that I'm creating. It's like a 2-year process. Oh, yeah. You get to watch me fix messages. I'm watching what's happening around me, and it is absolutely incredible. I guess that's the best way to put it. There is nothing kind of making an appearance. The way I put it in schedule, there's nothing making an appearance to be an alternative. One of us is absolute chaos. It's really weird, actually, that people don't seem to understand it. The way that what would we call it? The venue. We'll call it the venue. The way it's all set up for years, it's been broken up into increments. So if the media is talking about one thing or another thing or whatever's going on, even if it's actual facts and not Fox nonsense, what you've got is you're being advertised at. That's the best way to put it. And this recent Supreme Court situation, and I'm going to rank on that for a minute, really is a situation. I'm going to put a door in the wall. How's that? The door. Is being released to you more or less along an advertising schedule. It's another schedule. I call it a schedule. Our schedule is their agenda. And do you really think you're going to get around this thing by playing by their rules? It really is just them. It's the guys with no deadlines who give you deadlines. It's the guys with no rules who make rules for you or say that they have rules. They don't really follow the rules, etc., etc. The rule is the Earth is going around the sun. We know that the Earth, believe it or not, Earth is going around the sun. And that's the schedule, right? That's the schedule. Okay, now I am going to do this because I'm kind of bored, but I want to see how this will work. And I have, it's not quite a brush, but it's almost a brush. It's going to take a minute to do this. It's nowhere as quick as Sumi brushing, but this will make this picture look kind of cool. Anyway, the schedule of difference situation is really literally people on their mobile devices, which are quite clever at this point, scheduling at least once a week and more, because it would be fun, I think, to do things of greater and greater significance on an actual schedule to create other options. The criminal situation of what we're dealing with right now is that the work has been done. It really has been done. On Earth, if we were to chill for like maybe 10 years without having these useless, pointless arguments and the rest of it, we would have everything we need, basically, and might even be prepared for climate change. Maybe. And that's the only thing we need to do. When I argue with my Christian friends or talk with my Christian friends, I just basically tell them, I do believe there was an actual person named Jesus. I think Jesus was a very interesting philosopher. And the reason I say that is that when I was really into philosophy, which I was for a while, until I noticed that these academics were arguing with each other about philosophers that they'd never met, about philosophies that they really didn't understand very well. And that what I was coming up with was at least halfway as good. More or less, I settled on something which I call the fact of meaning, which is the universe has meaning because it has manifested meaning. Because you and I and other things recognize semantic context. And if you have a, what could be called an infinite playground, which is, we can call it eternity or whatever, who knows how semantic context or the fact of meaning is going to manifest itself. Anyway, the odd part of this, when people start going on about, well, it's the end of days, excuse me, et cetera, et cetera. and somehow the Bible, the King James Bible, which is a big kind of, it's like the Reader's Digest Bible. It's got all this goofy stuff, kind of stuff in it. There's some king in England decided was, he commissioned that. Anyway, supposedly, well, it's all in the King James Bible. Okay, well, that's great. Wonderful. But back to the rules of evidence. That's not good enough for me. I guess I believe in this guy named Jesus, who was kind of like Socrates, Buddha, kind of a unique take on what was up with our spiritual condition with context and eternity, showed up and had some very interesting things to say. And so it's like aliens. I'm interested in the real aliens, okay? Not that. Those are the important aliens. The real aliens would be the important aliens. Just like the real Jesus, I suppose, would be the important Jesus. Okay, so where am I going with that? Oh, the Supreme Court and theocracy and things like that. So we are at this very interesting place for intelligent communication because our language is transforming as we speak. And we are being pushed to follow an agenda of exploiting, just like they exploited astrology years ago. Every time they figure something out, they have to exploit it. So they've exploited Google Earth. They're exploiting a bunch of other things, and they want to go to Mars. When I say they, I'm talking about the people who actually can. And they have an agenda, which appears to me, and I really am, Dave he's crazy. Well, it looks to me like it's kind of collateral damage. We're not being given the equipment. What are we going to do? We're not being given the equipment to prepare for climate change. So anyway, we're back to schedule of difference. Right? Schedule of difference. Now, Sumi, if I had my little Sumi set up, this would have happened like whack, whack, whack. It would be like done. But you would have heard my, I guess we'll call that philosophy. Was that philosophy? Maybe it was philosophy. We'll just call it science fiction. So, I don't know, there's a book called Paralandra, which is kind of cool. And I kind of think about things sort of like C.S. Lewis wrote it. It's kind of how I see things occasionally. Sort of like, this is it's kind of a living spiritual place that we have here with the universe. Okay, now, how does that look? That looks okay. Does it look great? What's wrong? A few things. Anyway. So it's the 3rd of July, and we're being thrust into this 128-day rush to the American election where we're going to be pushed into all kinds of stupid stuff by what amounts to nothing more than communication arts, is what I was talking about. Okay, let's see this potential evidence. So anyway, if you go to this, that's the Wikipedia article on NFTs. So if you want, well, what is that? What is that weird code indicating? It's indicating NFTs on article on Wikipedia. Now you're going, Dave's primitive art project, sure, it's kind of silly. Why does he get some real equipment? Well, the reason I'm doing things like this is from experience. I guess I'm talking to the people who are going to be the refugees. We're going to have so many refugees all over the place. This is going to be the standard. We're going to have a pile of thumb drives, goofy stuff over here, like that. The QR code, whatchamacallit, it's going to kind of arrange with you and your buddies to do some interesting things. A bunch of, like Cuba, or Cuba. I guess if you have a broken phone in Cuba, you can go to some, there's a whole bunch of kids who can fix it for you because they're good at that in Cuba. And we forget that I don't know. So I'm talking from the refugee stand, or not the refugee stand. It's sort of like, the reason I call it realism is because it's got to function at this level to actually really schedule a difference. You're not going to schedule a difference for something where the smart batteries can be shut down by Tesla. Go away from Elon's hands. And Elon, what a guy. Elon has revealed himself to be nuts, which is just like the Supreme Court has revealed a major portion of the United States to be nuts. Right? Kind of like right in time. If we pay attention to what we're being told, we can probably save ourselves. Okay. Banter. The banter will improve the content of the growing. I'm steady on this track that I'm on now. It's like the fact of meaning, You know, it's really silly to say that the universe is meaningless while you're sitting there. You know. The universe is meaningless. And then somebody says, well, you spelled it wrong. You know, it's like, right, okay. You didn't use the right grammar for meaningless. Tell somebody the thing. You can't prove it. You can't prove I exist. I might be a simulation. Right, you're a simulation. I'm sharing the simulation with you. It's a simulation of you. I get it. Cool. And so, anyway, Elon is a bit wacky. He believes things are simulations. So, I guess in the simulation now they have time travel, which is really kind of interesting. All right, so we are not doing bad. Okay, this could be a half hour. But we haven't done any long videos, and this is a boring situation I'm trying to make better. So we have to wander off and do responsible things. Darn it. So not in a big hurry. And if I do take these a little bit further every now and then, what will happen is maybe they'll be appreciated. Maybe not. I don't should spend too much time on this kind of thing. But maybe if I get an audience for the longer videos, that'd be great. I don't have any audience yet. It's not a big deal. It's just I have a feeling that we will see some sort of audience eventually. So if you watch me while I'm doing this, you might actually learn a few things. It's not a bad drawing. I don't think I should fuss over it anymore. Okay, so we'll do this. Is there anything else that needs to be cleaned up? Not really, so that's kind of today's or tonight's or this evening's bantering how to draw something video with a QR code thing kind of thrown in. Let's see, we'll put that right back in place. And very cool. So how much time did this take? We'll find out. And we might pay people to watch the videos that way. Okay, well, yeah, we'll pay people. We'll pay them to watch. Okay, so there we are. And we went to 23 minutes for that. And so thank you very much.